Well, this is my attempt at a homemade sheet metal brake. I've got this part done so far. I still got to weld the arms for leverage on this piece. It's out of 2x2, 3/8 thick, and then this piece is 3x4, 5/16 thick, same thickness as this. This was a piece, and I cut it down to 3x3. It's going to go on top to clamp the sheet metal. I still got to notch it out for the ends right here by the hinges, and then it's going to get pieces cut down and welded on it, sort of like that, but a lot closer to the bottom. It's only going to be probably an inch and a half from the surface. And I'm going to put a couple small block Chevy valve springs in it, since I got a shitload of them laying around. I got Chevy there, Chevy there, Chevy out there, 2 more over there. And I probably got 4 or 5 valve springs in the toolbox that I saved out of something. Hell, even a 4-cylinder will work. All it's doing is, when you release the bolts, I'm going to drill down through and weld nuts on the bottom. That way you can undo the bolt, and this will spring up. That way you can move your stock that you're going to bend out. But I'm going to weld 2 bars on it, about 1/3 of the way in from each end. That way you give you leverage to push up on it. And then I'm going to figure out a base to mount it on, preferably one end of it on wheels, that way I can roll around. I think I got an old dolly I can sacrifice. So it'll be, I got an old road closed sign that I want to turn into a overhead console and a 1.5 deuce. Mount a, let's see, I got a CB, well, it's a Galaxy 29 HP. I got a Clarion tape deck. Hell, I bought it new in 95 and put in my 92 S10 that I had right out of high school. So, and it still works. I wired it up. And yeah, a CD player and a 1.5 deuce. It's about like a laser sight on a shotgun. About pointless. It'll beat it to death and skip like hell. You could put one from a boat in it and it'd probably do alright, but I don't even think I have any CDs. I got a couple Doors and The Who and Def Leppard, and I think I got one Alice Cooper. And but I'd prefer not to get them screwed up in that truck. I think they're in the CD changer in the Yukon. I know my Who is in there. So yeah, hopefully this thing will do what I want it to. I'm going to build that 4 foot wide. I'm going to put a 1/2 inch lip on the very front of it to hook down over the roof channel. And that's the only thing that'll hold it in the front. And then I'll have to fabricate a set of mounts, probably J bolts or something, to mount it to the ceiling or to the roof and that. So it'll be I gotta 12-volt converter. It's made by Pile. I think it's 40 amp. I got two six fuse blocks. I'm going to leave one 24 volt. I'm going to leave one 12 volt, one 24, one 12. And I'm going to run my 52-inch LED light bar that's back there. And I got a set of 4-inch square backup lights to go underneath the bed. And then I got a double switch. One says LED light bar, and the other one says backlights. So, yeah, that everything that I bought come off of either Amazon or eBay, except for this. This is all shit that I had. So, hopefully it does what I want it to, and I don't have to cuss too much when I junk it. So, it ought to, if I can hold the base still enough and put enough leverage on it. That road sign shouldn't be that hard to bend. And I had a couple buddies that are township trustees, and they replaced a bunch of signs a couple years ago that aren't reflective enough to meet the DOT requirements. And they give me, oh Christ, I think up there where that goes through the ceiling is I can't remember, falling rock sign that I cut out to go through the wood, and then I just put the stovepipe through the sign because aluminum will cool down quick. So that waste oil furnace doesn't get all that hot. That thing does halfway decent in here, especially since I put the insulation up. So, yeah, this is today's project that I'm working on. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I come down with the flu, but I'm not letting nothing keep me down, since don't have to stay on the toilet all day today like I did most of the day yesterday. So, but I figure I'll go to the doctor anyway. Might as well get something for it and see what they have to say. Let them bitch at me for my blood pressure, and that's because I hate that place. But, yeah, I'll keep you updated. See you tomorrow or next day. Thanks.